So today's video is going to be something that is usually quite rare on this channel, and no, it is not an unboxing because I still don't have the willpower to film one of those. I don't do a lot of book hauls on this channel just because, quite frankly, I can't afford to, but there comes the odd time where I am actually able to do a book haul. But unboxings are just rarer still because I just don't have time to set up a camera, wait for good lighting, to have a box sitting there unopened in front of me. So thank goodness for Instagram stories. So today I actually have a decent amount of books to show you guys today. I am a part of the Fiction Guild, which is a reviewers book club for Thomas Nelson and Zondervan. So you can sign up, you pick your genres of what you're interested in, and they send you books. The thing with the Fiction Guild, though, is that you don't know what books you're getting. You just sign up for the genres, so you might not even get a book for every month because there isn't a book released in that genre every month. I am signed up for, I think, historical fiction. I don't know if I took that one off, but I am definitely signed up for fantasy and young adult. So every now and then I get a box from them. Now, for the month of November, December, I think, they had their 1-year anniversary, so they sent all of their members an anniversary box which had all of their highlighted books for that month of all the genres, which was really exciting. Being an international blogger, though, as a Canadian, I had to wait till forever to get my box, and I just got it in January, and it was really exciting. Now, a lot of these books aren't in my genre and I probably won't get to reading, but it's still really cool to get all these books. And even in their letter, they said if this isn't your type of genre that you are signed up for, pass on the love, share the books with people who do love them. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing with this stack of books I'm about to show you. So the first book I got was Child of the River by Irma Joubert. This is in a historical fiction, I think, of a World War II story from South Africa, from what I gathered. She is the author of The Girl from the Train, which I believe was also a LitFuse blog tour, and that one was about a girl that escaped one of the trains heading to the death camps. So this has that same feel of a World War II story. It sounds interesting, and it is a World War II story, but I typically like the World War II stories that are set in either North America or in Europe themselves. Even though some of the stories that came from other parts of the world during World War II is quite fascinating, it's probably not going to be a book I pick up, but I heard really good things about this author. The next one that was in that package is Love Bears All Things by Beth Wiseman. This is obviously an Amish genre for Christian fiction, and I mentioned in my Instagram video that the Amish Christian fiction romances are my least favorite Christian genre. I just don't get it. I don't find them entertaining, and I find them all really repetitive. Some of them might be fantastic, some of them might be amazing. If you enjoy them, that's awesome, but this is actually my least liked series. But I know Melanie over Christian YA Books and More was interested in this, so I might send this over her way. The next book in the package was A Royal Christmas Wedding by Rachel Hayek. I'm terrible with names. I'm just going to butcher all of these. But A Royal Christmas Wedding is part of the Royal Weddings series by Rachel Hayek. And I've seen a couple of blurbs on these books. I hear they're really good. They're like light, fluffy contemporaries that kind of meet Princess Diaries type feel, where they actually meet real life princes or fall in love or actually have royal weddings. So it's like a modern fairy tale kind of feeling with having royal weddings and meeting actual royalty and falling in love. So it's a light, fluffy contemporary read with a twist of fairy tale romance to it. The next two books were some pretty gorgeous hardbacks, and the first one is The Candidate, a newsmaker's novel by Liz Wyhill. So it looks like it is an American politics thriller, but it sounded pretty interesting. It sounded like a thriller, and all of that stuff is not typically my genre, so I probably won't get to reading this. It feels really weird to haul books that I won't be reading, but I will be passing on the love of these books to other people for sure. The next book was another beautiful hardback, and that was Long Way Gone by Charles Martin. This is a prodigal son contemporary retelling, which sounds really interesting. I might give this one a go and maybe expand my horizons. I'm not too sure. But like I said, it is a contemporary modern day retelling of the prodigal son, the parable from the Bible. So it sounded interesting, and I might give it a go. And last but not least, in that box was their YA pick for that month. and that was Unblemished by Sarah Ella. This one I was so excited to see was on the list of books before I even opened the package. I was very excited to actually have a copy. I've been meaning to pick this up for a while, but quite honestly, I haven't been able to really find it in bookstores in Canada for some reason. Indigo is not carrying it, which is just ridiculous. They should all be carrying this book, but I finally have my own physical copy of it. Was very, very excited to finally own this beautiful, like, it's beautiful, you guys. Like, it's all shimmery, and even the inside of the dust jacket is shimmery. Very, very excited. If I ever get a chance to meet Sarah Ella, I'm definitely bringing this to get her to sign it. The next book was actually sent to me a long time ago from the Fiction Guild, and I just never put it in a book haul, and that was The Loyal Heart by Shelley Shepherd Gray. So it looks like a Civil War period type book set in Texas. I'm not a huge fan of the Civil War time period. I find that a lot of Christian fiction romance is set in that time period or Western, so it's not typically my first go-to pick, so that's why I haven't been able to pick it up yet. I'm kind of deciding if I want to or not. We'll see what happens. The next book was sent to me by a friend, and it actually arrived on my birthday. And that was Melanie's first book, Reality, Darkness into Light. She sent me her second book to kind of read over, and she wants me to read over her first book and kind of give a full review. So of course I said I would. So Melanie sent me her first book and she signed it, which is so cool. So these are my first author signed books that I have. So it was really nice to get this, and it arrived on my birthday. So it was absolutely perfect timing. So the next one was sent to me by somebody I met through all my social bookish media, and I kind of became friends with her on Goodreads, and she watched my videos and stuff. So she asked if I would review her book for her. So Joanna Alonso sent me her book, The Sacred Scarred, and this is a modern day Christian twist on Beauty and the Beast. So it is a fairy tale retelling. So Joanna knew I liked fairy tale romances and fairy tale retellings, so she asked me to review her book, so I said I would, and it arrived from Amazon, so I'm going to give this book a try and of course review it for you guys. The next book was actually a straggling Christmas present that came in right after I filmed my Christmas haul, and that was another copy of The Silent Songbird by Melanie Dickerson. Melanie Dickerson herself very graciously sent me a Christmas present, and she ordered The Silent Songbird from Book Depository, which is why it took so long, but she sent me her book, The Silent Songbird, because she knew I didn't have a copy of it yet, which was just ecstatic to get this as a Christmas present. I was so happy, and I'm definitely keeping the copy that Melanie gave me, and might do a giveaway for the copy I got from the Fiction Guild. So I have 2 copies of this book now, but definitely am thinking about doing a giveaway in the future, but I'm very excited to have been given this book, and it's just one of my favorite books of 2016. For my birthday, my younger sister knows how much I love book shopping, and she decided to take me actually shopping for books, and while I picked up books, she bought them for me. So she bought me 2 books, the first one being Courageous by Dina Slayman. This is the 3rd book in the Valiant Hearts trilogy. This one follows Rosalind's story and is kind of a Knights Templar themed book. I'm very excited for this, although my bookish buddy, who also really enjoys this series, isn't as thrilled about this one as she is about Chivalrous, so she kind of feels this one was kind of as slow moving as the first book, so hopefully it gets better toward the end. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm excited to get this and to read it. The next book my sister picked up for me was Stitching Snow by R.C. Lewis. This is a science fiction space retelling of The Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It was one of my favorite books of 2016, and I finally have a copy of it, and it's very exciting. I originally wanted it in hardback, but I really do like the paperback. It's actually a very floppy paperback, so I'm slowly starting to like paperbacks a little bit more as well. So those are all the books I have recently acquired. It does feel very strange to be hauling books that I'm not going to be reading, but I'm very grateful for the Fiction Guild and the books that they do send me, and it is really nice that they put that in there. Like, don't force yourself to read these if you're not going to like them, but definitely pass them on to people who will love them. So I have quite a few people in mind for these books who will love them, so I'm definitely going to be passing them on to those people who love them. So that is it for me today, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!